Coming up on the Paranormal AfterParty.
Hey Joe, you want to pull this door open?
Hardly? Flip! That was clear.
I hate when it's that clear.
The generic black shirt group is in Mansfield, Ohio, investigating the historic Bissman building. In between investigations, property owner Ben Bissman takes the team upstairs for a ghost story.
Matter of fact, we've got a puppy dog that we bring in the building every so often, and I'm worried about her little French bulldog. She could bolt that direction, and she's gone.
Not stop, yeah.
She's going to be one of the new spirits in this building.
What was that? Just heard something back there. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody throw something back there? Somebody say that? Anybody back there talking?
No. I heard it.
I heard it, dude. That was, you got that, man.
Yeah.
So I heard it here.
Heard the knock there and then like a hum.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's cool.
See that?
Steve, in the vault.
Now it's time for Steve to get locked up
Bissman building.
in the Bissman vault to see what he finds.
If anyone's here, I have a recorder, which I'm pointing at, which will record anything you have to say, and this new unit, which is the Grayson box, and it has temperature and a green light, and if you go near it, you can make the light change colors. So if someone's here, please feel free to touch it. It won't hurt you.
Safe's incredible, and it's great that you ask about it. It's 5 layers deep. In 1910, if you close the door, you'll see where it was drilled out. And somebody broke in during the middle of the night, hand drilled the safe, went in. Back then, we're talking 1880s, this was in 1910 we got robbed. But it's still a lot of gold and silver and bonds and things like that. And accounts receivable, a lot of, we kept a lot of stuff in there.
Okay, I'm in the vault. Can you tell me who broke into the vault? Who's the one that came here and hand drilled the hole? You did. What's your name? Can you give me your name? Who was with you? Because I'm sure you weren't alone.
As a little kid, my grandpa used to tell me, he'd say, Buck, stay away from the elevator or you'll end up like old man Simon. Years went by and I didn't find out until I was in my 40s a story about Old Man Simon. But in 1911, an employee who worked from us from 1886 retired in 1911. The last day of work, he was either on his way up or on his way down, but he was saying his farewell to his fellow employees. And the elevator isn't in front of us right now, but there's a switch right inside there, and it's just a simple flip switch. And legend has that he was hollered at by a friend, and he went to stop the elevator to say, stuck his head out, see you later, or whatever, and boom, got decapitated right here on the 3rd floor, right where we're standing.
Ruthie, you down here by me? My name is Steve. What's your name? Frank? Your name Frank? Come on, you gotta speak clearly. There we go. That's a lot better. How many people are upstairs right now? 4? If you're trying to talk, go ahead. Alright, I'm gonna shut this off. Hey Joe, you want to pull this door open? I like try to push on it. I got stuff in my hands.
Dawn breaks, and the generic Blackshirt group moves from one Mansfield location to another, the historic Women's Club.
The Women's Club is a service organization for women in the community of Mansfield. There's a long and rich history associated with the club. Since 1921, the women have been meeting in this building. The house was actually built in 1847. It was a Hedges family property, which was a prominent family in the early development of Mansfield. Lucretia Hedges deeded the property to the Mansfield Federation of Women. They first started meeting over in the library, but they moved over here when they acquired the property.
It's a great location. It's one of the oldest standing structures, let alone houses, in the city of Mansfield here in Ohio. So I think all in all the place is about 20,000 square feet. So it's a very large structure, very old, full of history, full of activity. Let alone from the ladies using it as kind of a place to meet up. They play bridge, they have luncheons, they cater to the Miss Ohio pageant. So the Miss Ohio pageants here across the road at the Renaissance Theater, which is also a haunted Mansfield location, they come over here and have dinner with the ladies, and they talk about, you know, back in the day and kind of how things have changed. But outside of the daytime events, we also have the private ghost hunts. But down here we've had some really good experiences, man. We've had somebody sitting in a chair, and you know, like when someone comes up behind you and pops you in the ears, we've had a guy experience that, and he said his ears hurt, he had to go upstairs, man. He said it made him a headache. So we've had that down here. We've seen shadow figures. My group calls them creepers, and we see them. They're about probably 1.5 feet, 2 foot tall, and they just dart around the walls. We have that. We have disembodied voices, apparitions, shadow figures, people getting touched, lights going on and off, that kind of thing. I've even sat down here and, did the usual, if there's anybody down here, can you make a noise? Like a steel panel, like something kind of hang up. We sound like one of those just got knocked loose and flapping around. So it was a pretty interesting night down here in the basement multiple times.
What the hell is that?
I got the. When you guys.
Hi, this is Tex Stram for SunsetRanches.net. I'm here to help you get started on your journey to land ownership and to share with you the 6 most important tips when looking at buying land. Tip number 1, purpose of land. So what is your goal for the land investment? Recreation, livestock, or even home building? When looking at land purchase, it's important you know what you want to do with it now and in the future. Some land won't let you build on it. Others won't let you hunt, camp, or ride motorcycles. All of the land we offer on SunsetRanches.net let you do all the above and more. Tip number 2, location and roads. Location is, as they say, everything. Is it close to a highway or major city? Some internet land sellers give you a great price, but their land has no road access or is in a remote area not close to any major city. All of the property SunsetRanches.net offers is close to El Paso, Texas, and has great highway and road access. Tip number 3, power and waste. It's critical to understand what options are offered for power and waste disposal, especially if you intend to build on your property. Are there any type of easements offered for power to be established or expanded? Are solar and wind power available to build on your property? And are septic systems allowed? All of the tracts sold by SunsetRanches.net allow building of solar, wind, and septic systems and have easements for power expansion. Well, that's the end of part 1. Make sure to watch part 2 and start your way to land ownership. We make it easy for you to get started. So start your land ownership adventure today.
These guys all went downstairs to do an interview. So I just came, I planted myself right here. I messed around on my phone a little bit. And I was sitting like this, my arms like this. All of a sudden, it felt like somebody put a block of ice on that chair. That's how cold it was. So I take out my recorder and I started talking. And I think you might have a hesitant female spirit in here because I got a couple replies and then one real good reply. I'm going to play it for you now, if I can find them.
So I'm third floor as a trainer. Mansfield Women's Club. Flips in the world in our area.
Alright, this is where I'm explaining what just went on. Next thing you hear, I say, are you sitting here next to me? And it's either a no or a not or I'm not. It's real fast. I'm going to play that right now. Did you hear it from over there? I'll play it one more time.
Sounds like not, at least from here.
You catch that?
No, I thought I heard it. Yeah.
It's like right away.
No.
Okay. Here's the next one.
Still in the parlor. Still alone. That was kind of strange. I asked you if you were here.
Alright, what that is right there, I said I'm still in the parlor, still alone, and there's a female whisper that says behind.
I'm just going to sit here silent. So the report on that chair. And if you feel like talking, go ahead and talk.
What the hell is that?
I got the when you guys came up, I got the first few words is get that box. I'm thinking it's the one on the chair.
I'm just going to sit here silent. So the report on that chair. And if you feel like talking, go ahead and talk.
It sounds like almost a whole sentence.
Oh, yeah,
It is.
exactly.
And now you can hear you guys downstairs.
Naturally.
I wonder if she wants the box I was playing with before. The Gracie.
No, I'm wondering because I was sitting here and feeling that cold in that chair. That there was someone in that chair.
Yeah.
And they didn't like me putting the recorder there. I'm going to bring it right up to the camera and play it one more time.
You know, to like an older person who doesn't know a recorder, they just
that
get
box.
out of
Well, actually, no. I explained it in one of the sessions.
Okay.
I told her, you know, what it was.
Yeah.
But that sounds definitely female.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to sit here silent. So the report on that chair. And if you feel like talking, go ahead and talk.
Get that box. No.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll
get
put
that
on some
box.
headphones and get that, but that's definitely get that box.
Get that box out of my chair.
I'm just going to sit here silent. So the report on that chair. And if you feel like talking,
Because she's actually talking over me.
Yeah,
I said, if you feel like talking. And as I'm saying that, she says, get that box and whatever else it is.
That's really good. Definitely.
And like I said, now you'll hear you guys downstairs, the difference in the voices. Oh, I'm talking about my arm freezing. And then you're going to hear me say, all right, I don't feel it anymore. It's like 2 or 3 minutes later.
I'm just going to sit here silent.
That might be her in the beginning, too.
It's a whole sentence, I
Definitely. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
So I think we should put Steve in the chair. A lot of times we'll say, when you feel a cold spot, it's like a refrigerator door opening. That little blast that you get. This felt like an block of ice was sitting there. That's how cold it was.
How did you know that it was cold? Was it just you were sitting here and you felt the cold?
When you walked in, I never moved. I was like this.
So you felt the cold come from the chair and you just...
Freezing.
Really? Good. Well, maybe shut them down. Because I need some ice in my
I'm
bag.
Okay. Candace, Joe, and Flip. Basement. Laser grid session.
Candace, Joe, and Flip. Basement. Laser grid session. Candace, Joe, and Flip. Basement. Laser grid session.
Who's ever down here, you know you don't got to be afraid of us. We want you to come out and we want you to make yourself heard and seen.
Was that you moving around the rest of the building tonight?
That was me moving. Well, kind of bad to say in reply to your EVP, huh?
That's fine.
Kind of bad to say in reply to your EVP, huh? That's fine. Kind of bad to say in reply to your EVP, huh? That's fine.
I'm always curious to know why you'd hang around in a basement when you have this beautiful house upstairs. Are you hiding from someone?
Are you hiding from someone? Are you hiding from someone?
We were down here doing an investigation and we, one of the groups said they got the name Nicodemus, perhaps the name of a slave that could be down here. So, you know, usually we talk about old slave tunes, you know, slave music, Underground Railroad, that kind of thing. Can you turn off the grid for this one, see if that makes a difference?
Yeah, if I didn't see something just moving the grid.
Oh, did you?
To the right and beyond
Okay.
the ram. There's something small right down in there. See where there's like that black
Yeah.
spot? Right in there. We turn the lights off, you're going to talk a little bit more? Make a noise down here and I'll turn it off.
Could you attempt to walk up and down the hallway for us? How close are you to me, Candace? Like right, okay. You know, like when you feel like someone's like right up on you? Yeah. Yeah, it felt almost like someone was like breathing into my ear.
Oh, that was me, sorry.
Oh, damn, you're good.
Oh, that was me, son. Oh, damn, you're good. Oh, that was me, son. Oh, damn, you're good. Oh.
What you got?
I'll show you what I got. This, I don't know if it's going to be on camera, but we'll mark it right before I turn the light on.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing there, I could have swore you just brought your hand up like this, like right in front of me.
Really?
Yeah. Ooh, that gave me a chill. Are you curious about us? Do our clothes look strange to you? I'm wearing jeans. I know you've seen jeans before.
Tell me what your name is.
Tell me what your name is. Tell me what your name is.
Okay.
asked Joe if he turned his head toward me or something, because I heard breathing and then he talked and it startled me.
Are you ever allowed to go upstairs? Just in case you don't think you're allowed, I'm telling you that you are allowed now to go upstairs. You have nothing to be worried about or afraid of. Are there other spirits in here that bully you?
Feeling something on my right arm. I thought it was like on the hair on my arm below where my sleeves are, but it's actually under my sleeve.
Like in your shirt?
Yeah. Alright, when I listen back to this recording, I'd like to hear a goodbye.
Hardly? Flip! That was clear.
I hate when it's that clear.
Howdy, Tex Stram here for part 2 of 6 important tips of how to buy land, brought to you by SunsetRanches.net. In part 1, we covered knowing the purpose of your land, location, and power. In part 2, we will cover services, surveying, and terms. Let's get started. Tip number 4, services. You hope you never need it, but if you do, are there fire and police services provided by the county you purchase your property in? It's important to check, since in some remote locations, telephone and internet service may not be available. At SunsetRanches.net, we do the homework for you, and we are happy to report all of our tracts have police, fire, emergency, phone, and internet services available. Also available nearby are post offices, food, lodging, schools, and medical facilities. Tip number 5. Survey. Why is it important? Land survey is important to avoid confusion and legal troubles, and any credible land seller should survey their land. A professional land surveyor will research the documents available about your land, including titles and previous surveys. They then go out to the land and they will physically measure the property and check these dimensions against the previous records to find any discrepancies. Land surveyors can also use electronic equipment, GPS positioning, or other devices to determine the boundaries of your property. At SunsetRanches.net, we care about your peace of mind, so all land sold by SunsetRanches.net is professionally surveyed. Tip number 6. Terms. All buyers should have buying terms up front. You should be able to see plainly the monthly payment, down payment, interest rate, and any other fees. A sample contract, if requested, should be provided for you. View the properties we sell at SunsetRanches.net, and you'll notice on each listing we put all the relevant information up front for the buyer. Never get in a deal where the seller does not want to put up front the terms of the contract. Well, that ends our 6 most important tips for buying land. Visit our website at www.sunsetranches.net to view more information about land ownership and to browse our land listings. We make it easy for you to get started, so start your land ownership adventure today.
Flip has a device you could speak through the white noise.
Everybody? Let me put this camera down.
Cold. Just said cold.
I just heard that. Cold.
Can you please tell us who's here with us?
Bruce?
It's saying names, but then you stepped on it. I'm going to ask you again. Can you tell us who's here?
Basement.
That's a guy. Can you tell us if any females are here with us? I'd like to talk to the ladies.
Say ladies?
Call me a lady.
I heard something, lady, yeah, from here.
Who was sitting in the chair next to me earlier?
Audrey? I heard a male's voice say Audrey or something.
I'm here. Can you tell me your name?
Rick.
Whoa!
What did it say? Rick?
Flip.
Oh, Flip?
That went down my spine.
You know Flip?
Are you the one that was in here with me earlier?
Yeah?
that was the same voice. I'm gonna have everyone introduce themselves, and now I want you to say one of our names. I'm Flip.
I'm Evie.
You might not like that. That was no voice, just said whore. Anthony.
I'm Anthony.
Candace.
Steve.
Can you say one of our names?
How many of us are in this room right now?
3.
3?
How many males?
3. I heard that?
What are you doing in this house?
Flip? What is that? Can you say my name?
You hear him? One of them said, "Don't tell him."
Why not tell us? We want to know what you're doing here.
Out?
Yeah, I heard get out.
Out? You said out?
Yeah. Ladies' voice.
He just said something about the button. Steve's asking you to touch this. Can you touch it?
You don't need to touch the button. Just touch the top.
Said something about question and then request. Can you tell us how many of us are in the room?
Seven, 8? What is that? Don't count yourself.
Well, if they're counting the 3, then yeah, it's 8.
Isn't it nice to get company? Did you say stinks?
Sticks on tour?
Maybe.
Who in this room do you want to speak to?
Evie.
Say Evie or Steve?
There was an E at the end, so I think it was Evie.
I've been here.
If you said Evie, can you say it one more time?
Do it, I heard him say.
I'm pretty sure you heard killed and dead.
And flames.
Oh, well, thank you.
I heard both. I didn't want to say it.
I can assure you I am not a whore. I honestly don't want to say. Why do you want to speak to me?
Hardly?
Flip.
Flip! That was clear.
I hate when it's that clear.